Hello, hello, you beautiful people. It is me again, Dr. Laura Götz, with our series of author interview for the upcoming book, How to Find Yourself, a guide to practice self-love, boost self-confidence, find your voice, and use it authentically. Our book is going to launch on July the 15th at 2 p.m. Berlin time, that is Germany time, and I'm inviting you all for the launch on Amazon as ebook at a special price and also as a paperback. In order to let the audience know what we are talking about in this book, I have invited all of the co-authors, and I'm taking their interview so they can share their view on the book, on writing the book itself, and of course on all of the themes that they have approached when they were writing their chapter. Today, I am so happy to talk to the third co-author, Carina Johansson, joining us all the way from Sweden. Hello, Carina.
Hello, Laura.
Hi. I am so happy that you made it.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here with you.
And just a little quick info. I met with Carina a couple of minutes before so we can check out the technique. And she told me that this is the only thing that she has troubles with. She's not nervous about the interview. She's never about all of these, cameras, all of the live streaming. Just a quick shout out to all of the other people who are afraid of technology. There is no reason to have this fear because you have one amazing thing. You have amazing friends who know a little bit more about this, so you don't have to do anything alone. If you just need help, ask it. She did the same, and at the end we pulled it through, and it looks amazing right now. We can carry on this interview. So we're already started with the live coaching, the live advice for all of the people watching us. So let's go into the interview. I have met Carina like 2 years ago. We were in an amazing self-development program together. And I have to say, Carina, I know I have changed, but you have done also impressive work with yourself. How do you feel when you look back on the time, like 2-3 years ago?
Well, when I look back, I can hardly imagine that I was where I was then because of who I am now, and how important it is to really have the courage to do what I have done to get this far.
Exactly.
I feel so grateful, and yeah, really.
Yeah, to do the self-work that we are encouraging so many other people to do when they feel down, when they feel worthless, when they don't feel like they know where to go next.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stuff that you can do. Just have the strength to look for resources, to look for answers. You will get them, and you will get better. And this is why we're doing this project. And like I said, Carina is also an example of how hard work on yourself, even at 60, can improve your life. You don't have to be 20 to have rediscover yourself. There's not much to rediscover, but at 60, so congratulations, Carina. I'm so proud of you for what you've done, and of course for publishing your first chapter in a book.
Yeah.
Carina has been working for decades with children. She has been an educator, and now she is also a healer and a mentor to other people searching happiness now, even later in life. So that's why I'm very happy to have this interview. So tell us, Carina, how has been the experience of writing a book for you, and why did you choose to write about this chapter in particularly? I will read the title. Carina's title is Break the Spiral of Not Feeling Good Enough. How to Find Your Inner Calm, Strength, Safety, Confidence, Love, and Courage. An amazing title, and now I'm very curious to find out more details from Carina.
Yes, so about the title, for me, I have been so stuck in that spiral of not feeling that I am good enough. I think my whole life, really, since I was a little kid. I always, think that people don't like me. When I went to school, I was very shy. I was afraid of the other kids. I didn't know how to interact with them. I didn't know how to talk to them. I was too scared to talk to them. I always had the feeling of they don't like me. They don't want to be with me. I'm weird. I'm not as they are. And I always have the feeling of they are here and I am here. It was like I had the feeling of not belonging. And I think already then I got into let's say a bubble in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was feeling so sorry for myself. And even as an adult, I was in this negative thought, just thinking about whatever other people would say about me. What can I say? I can't say that. They think I'm weird. Often I've heard that I'm too skinny. And these words, they really hurt me. And some people might say, get real, that isn't so bad. But for me, it really got into me. And I was thinking for myself, wow, how do I look? How do I really look? I can't look this way. And then I have, as an adult, I have tried to, fix myself by shopping, drinking wine. Yeah, all that stuff to fill the hole inside of me. And I don't say that this is wrong to do, but when you do it for the wrong reason,
Mm-hmm.
that's not so good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We can relate, and Connie can relate too, our beautiful Connie, the co-author. Definitely. So now I understand, that this chapter is so powerful, not just for people, who are maybe 40, 50, 60, and now just realizing that there's more to life. Your chapter is so inspiring. It can reach audiences, from 10 years old, 15 years old, girls who think they're not good enough. And I know I can see a lot of other young women just looking at you and thinking, oh my God, she has been through this. And it's not a problem in the, 2021. It's a problem as old as time, that people keep comparing themselves with others. So how was the experience of writing this book for you? Did you discover something new about yourself when you were writing it?
Well, for me, it was, first of all, very healing to write the book, because I have to go back as the way I was before. So a lot of healing. Mm-hmm. And for me, because my vision is to help parents get out of that negative spiral of not being good enough, so they can find their inner calm, strength, confidence love and courage, because according to science, everything is energy. So whatever emotions or feelings or thoughts we are in, we affect others. Like when we are frustrated, anger, irritation, scarcity, love, compassion, and all of that, we affect others. So then we are affecting our children, what we are in. And I think if we can find that inner calm inside of us, ourselves, and if we can start to love ourselves, by love I mean love all of who we are, not just the good things, but also all the feelings we have inside of us, all the things we don't like about us, all the emotions we are in. If we can do that, then they can transformation. And then we can allow our children to be in this. And if they can get that self-love, really get high self-esteem, for me it's like, wow, what a world we can have. So I think if we can be in whatever we are in, and that I don't say this is simple, because as a grown-up, like for me, I have lived with this for many, many years. So it takes practice for the first to allow ourselves to be in the emotions we are in. Because sometimes we just want to know, I don't want to feel this. But I think if we don't let us feel it, and that's to just let us be in whatever we are, whoever we are, that is the place of loving yourself. I remember as a child, when things happen, often not only parents, but the environment, they said, oh, that's not so bad. But who are we to know what's bad in a child? I think letting them be in whatever they are, then we learn that it's okay. And by that I don't mean like everybody's going around and shouting and like this, not at all. But if we just push our feelings away, our wounds away, at some place they're coming back to us, really. So I think self-love is so important, to really go inside of yourself. And I also think our thoughts, our emotions that we have today, we are sending out in the future too. And according to science, we have about 65,000 thoughts per day. And 95% of them are the same as we were thinking yesterday, and the day before, and the day before. And this becomes our reality. This is how we shape our life. And I can really see it in my life, how it has shaped my life. So I think it's so important, really. And I came to a point, I was so self-pityness and so up inside myself that I have a hard time with the environment. So, for example, when I was with people I knew, I could sit around the table with people I knew, and I was so inside myself, just thinking, how can I contribute to this? What can I say? Do they even want to listen to me? And think about this. This is the energy I was sending out. Really. But I didn't know then what I knew now. And this was getting worse and worse. And sometimes I just felt like I don't want to be here anymore. Really, I don't want to be here anymore. But it came to a point when I was out walking with my daughter and her dog. And I just had the feeling of, she don't know what to say to me. She don't know what to talk about. And right there and then, I really have to do something about my negativity. And there was when it all started. And it was like when I decided that right here in my heart, it was like things just got to me. I got over a book. The title was Not Feeling Good Enough is a Good Start. And I just felt, that's me. And I read that book. And I can really say I didn't understand much of what was saying in that book. But the author has made a self-development course too. So I went to that course, and at that course I was sitting with other people, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only one who have this problem. There is more people in the world, because I think I was the only one that have that problem, that felt that weird, that wasn't good enough. And then I was sitting by all these people, and I asked, oh, there really is more than me. And after that, I have been reading books. I went to more courses, and it has got me a lot of tools that I have proven on myself. But when I first heard about loving myself, first of all, when I heard about it, I was like, loving myself? No, not me. How can I ever love myself? Me, I was thinking I wasn't there enough for my children when they were small. No, not me. But this is the most powerful thing, really, the most powerful thing. And right there and then, my healing journey started. And this is what I want to help parents with, so they can get in a place in themselves where they can feel that love in every situation, because I can say it's so much easier to be in situations, to be with people, to really accept all of who I am.
Yeah, that was so lovely, to accept all of who I am. That's a very good message, Carina. I love this every time we talk about this, about self-love, and your story is so inspiring, because we want to let people know they are not alone. They're not the only ones who think they're not good enough, that think they're weird, that they think that if they talk up, they will bother somebody. It is very important to let people know how crippling the self-doubt is. When you start not doing things, you're not going out and meeting friends, you're not doing activities, you're not taking more chances of life because you are afraid that you cannot do it, or afraid what other people will think about you, and you do not allow yourself to be you. You do not allow yourself to be happy, because of course everybody wants to go out and have fun and go out in nature, but then the self-doubt comes and say, no, if you go out, people will laugh at you, nobody will talk to you, and then you don't go to a party. You miss so many years of having fun and allowing really you to manifest in the real world. Because it's nice now with Corona, we've done this 1 year experiment of sitting home alone.
Yeah.
And everybody knows how bad that is, and how bad it still is sometimes. But imagine having a quarantine, not because the state told us to have a quarantine, because you told yourself you have to stay in quarantine. So this is what is so important, and I really love your message, and we will do more interviews and more seminars with you, Carina, because your story and what you're teaching us is so valuable. We just need to get it out there so we can help as many people as possible to experience this happiness, to allow themselves to be happy. And what you said, at the end, you are actually now, you're a healer, and you're working with families, you're with parents, that they understand their children better, that they heal themselves. And when they heal themselves, their inner child problems, their self-doubt problems, when they love themselves more, they can give the children. Because we know all of this, every life coach will tell you, you can only love somebody as much as you can love yourself. If you have a cup and you only have a little bit of water, you cannot give somebody else more water. You can only give them what you yourself have. So again, a great example. And with you sharing your story about your daughter, that at one point you realized that you couldn't talk to her because she didn't want to upset you, and it meant you as a mother, you had to be stronger and you had to do something about it. So the entire family can be happy. So it's not just we are having problems with ourselves, but this will influence all of our families, and my God, all of our children, that they have to live like this. So we really need to take actions at any age, and I'm very happy that you work with parents to help them go through this as well. Can you share a little bit like how you are working? What are your work strategies? Like maybe your favorite method that you share with people who are looking to nurture self-love. What is like the top one method for you?
Yeah, I would say the top one method is to start to observe yourself, really, because we go through the day and we just do the things we just do like we done before, and sometimes we just do them automatically. And I was talking about our thoughts. And when we are so used to hear these thoughts in our head, it's like you have your own voice yelling at you. It's like you come to a place when, well, this is my safe space. You're so used to it, so you get a safe space out of it. And you don't think about what you are thinking. But if you just stand and just recognize your thoughts, because most important of all, we aren't our thoughts. These are thoughts that has come into us through the year, but we aren't that thought. So I think that's so important. And what I do too is to really stop and, take a mirror in front of you and really sit by yourself. Breathe and sit by yourself. I can say in just doing that, that's coming so much from within you that has to heal. And if we get rid of layer after layer after layer, then we are coming to our true self. Because I think much of our personality is things that has come from our parents, our environment, society, and like that. But if we really start to question our thoughts, and I think the feelings that we have, they are there to let us know that something is wrong. So if you just put away your feelings all the time, then you're not going to heal them. I think inside of every one of us, there's a little girl or a little boy that just want to be loved. And I think if we are in situations or with people and we are projecting them, we are doing harsh to them, it's that frightened little child inside of us who needs to be loved. So the most important thing is to really start to observe your thoughts and feelings. Yeah, I think. Can't hear you, Laura.
Yes,
I can't hear you.
problems again, you see. And Carina was so lovely to let me know. Yeah, I was so fast on writing to really get, the highlights of this amazing part of the interview, where you told us, in simple words, the way to self-love is really starting to observe yourself. And it sounds so simple, but to a lot of people it's very strange. It's like, what do you mean observe myself? I'm not going to look at myself in the mirror. I know who I am. Why should I look at myself? And it is that simple, because like you said, when you take a pause and you really listen to what you're saying, you are going to be like terrified at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you're going to hear so many bad words and so many negative ideas. I tell my clients, would you tell this to somebody else? Would you talk like this to your mother, to your husband, to your children, to your best friend, or to a stranger on the street? And the answer is no, because it is so awful what you're saying. You would never say this to anybody else. You would never say to anybody else, you're not good enough. You know, don't talk, because nobody cares anyway. You know, nobody wants to listen to you. You wouldn't do that because you would be rude, and maybe you won't have any friends at all. So why aren't you being your best friend? You know, your own best friend. Why are you being an enemy? And there's so much power behind this simple technique. Just stop and observe yourself. Just the first step to finding self-love. So thank you again, Carina, for like reminding all of us how important it is to make simple steps in order to create a happy life.
Yeah, and I think like for me, if we have a hard time with this, we can just get some help for a start.
Get help.
Yeah.
And you told us, so you got a book, then you went to a seminar, and you got coaching, and now you are doing coaching yourself. You are a healer. What else would you recommend for, you know, women, men who now are interested and want to learn more about this self-love techniques? You know, how can they contact you? Do you have a website or any other programs that you do?
Yeah, I have a website. Shall I say it now? Are you writing it in the chat?
You can say it, and we will write it in the description when we post it on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, so it's www.innerwellbeing.se.
Okay, from Sweden.
Yeah, or they can phone me.
Or Facebook, yeah.
Or on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have all of
everywhere.
Yeah, we all of the authors are very visible. You can get in contact with us through all of our links, and of course, we will see you all by the live book launch on the 15th of July, when all of the authors will be there live to talk to you about the book, their chapters, their own experience, and of course get some freebies from all of the authors. What will you be sharing with us, Carina?
So for me, if you buy the book on that day, you can always phone me, and we can have a chat and get to know each other. And I will give a free healing session away, inner child meditation.
Perfect.
For me.
So to everybody listening and who's curious about the work with Carina, you can see her now and how she talks, and you know how much love she has to share, and so, she's so peaceful. So I guarantee you're going to have an amazing experience with these meditations and with her way of working with people. So personal, and you know, like so quiet and peaceful, and you can see that Carina really wants to get to the heart, you know, of everybody with whom she works with, because this is very personal to her, and she wants to really help other people. So we are coming slowly to the end of the interview, Carina, and now I'm asking you if you want to share, you know, your last words before we complete.
So my last word will be, I will do a quote from Anita Murjani. Love yourself as if your life depends on it, because it really, really does. If you want to have a lovely life, a life in peace with yourself.
Yeah, I think yeah, love yourself as if your life depended on it, because if you know, even if you live like 90 years, right, but there's no happiness there, if there's no love, it is as if you didn't live. So definitely the quality of life is more important. So again, another message that we want to send to our audience. Thank you very much, Carina, for an amazing quote and an amazing ending to this interview. I'm so happy that I get to have all of my amazing co-authors, and they share about their life, about the chapter in the book, and how they have healed themselves, and also how now they are helping other people bring happiness into their lives. And again, I'm inviting everybody who's interested in self-love, you know, in self-confidence, in finding their voice, in really getting their power back and reclaiming their happiness. I'm inviting you all to join us live on Facebook for the launching of our ebook coming out 15th of July. We'll also have paperbacks for people in our countries, others who are interested in really ordering a copy with our personal autograph. The ebook will be on a special price on launch day, so we are all together like rejoicing this incredible event. Thank you very much for being with us now, Carina, and I hope to see you soon during another interview.
Thank you, Laura.
I'm wishing you all an incredible evening ahead. Bye.
Bye. The same to you. Bye.